Hello, welcome to Tanks Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. As the recording time of 4:22 p.m. on the Eastern Time, Ethereum coin trade $2,434, down about 5.27% so far. On other crypto markets, clearly we are still selling off, but consolidating in the correctional territory at the moment. With respect to Bitcoin and Ethereum, we've been just kind of trading on a sideways fashion down respectively at 3.15% and Ethereum down about approximately 5% so far. And on the altcoin side of the house, obviously it's more prone to volatility, obviously due to the fact that it's less price sensitive in comparison to the larger coins that would obviously demand a higher market cap, but also an entry price level for investors, right? And with respect to altcoin, on average, I would say, it's definitely normalized a bit in comparisons to earlier days. We were down close to approximately 20% on an average perspective across all of the selective altcoins identified on the left side of the chart. And on the media front, I would say that, in addition to the volatility that we've endured basically ever since on MLK, the Martin Luther King holidays on last Monday, until today, we've been, seeing a more of a less volatile day so far on this Saturday, which is, typical, right? Saturdays are typically less active on the media front due to, journalists also obviously have a life as well. They are probably taking some time off until the timing of Sunday at Eastern time of 4:30 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. on the Eastern time, when the international side of the house on the media front start to percolate all over again, restarting and getting ready for Monday market open. So right now we're just guiding on a comfortable level based on our technical analysis so far. So with respect to the bulk of the video, I'm just going to go through the respective coins on the technical support levels, knowing the fact that currently we are trading mostly, I would say it's more like a 75-25 ratio in terms of fundamental trading versus just technical support trading. We're more leaning towards the side of the spectrum where it's just more of an emotional roller coaster, where people are investing based on the technical support that we've identified before. And another word for technical support is basically the psychological resistance level that we go down to at the respective levels identified in front of the chart, right? So it's more of a technical exercise rather than a fundamental valuation exercise on these respective coins. Okay, so before I dive into the technicals, I want to share with you guys something that I was working on during the day. And this is something that is requested by members on YouTube and also on the Patreon, members as well. These are things that you guys have been requesting, so I'm deciding to, spend some time today to be, implementing this into our accounts. So with respect to our account, in addition to the 3 offerings that we have on gold and platinum and centurion, I've included a new offering called Reserve, which, people that are interested in joining our private community, and obviously having direct access to me by direct messaging me and and get the deserved response that you need to when you're making the right technical trades or when you're making the right executions, or you just want to bounce something off of me, or just join a community that will have a relatively good sizable members in this pool, which is a family of cultivating value and cultivating wealth accumulations together. So I'm offering something that's relatively affordable in comparisons to obviously the gold and platinum, which is the bulk of our offering, right? And with respect to Reserve, you'll get to obviously DM me and privately message me on some of the questions you have. But the most highest volume in terms of interest from people are basically the gold and platinum level, which you will get the crypto risk management dollar cost average breakdown that you get on a twice per day basis. Also, obviously, you'll get the buy, sell, and hold signal for crypto for the gold members. For the platinum members, you'll get the crypto DCA breakdown twice a day, but also you get the stock on demand risk management dollar cost average breakdown twice a day as well. You also get the buy, sell, hold signals for both stocks and crypto, right? And obviously the Centurion members are sold out already, and these are the 10 selective members that we have in this pool. But I also got someone that asked me, actually multiple people, they would need a little bit more hands-on type of engagement with me. So I've decided to offer a weekly, more of a cadence with you guys. So I'll be meeting with you guys on a weekly basis to go through your portfolio in terms of dollar cost averaging and managing your risk profile. And also, with this offering, obviously it's the Palladium one. I'll only be taking 2 members, unfortunately, because of my limited time that I have. But I'll be meeting with you on the day that you would like, and I will be checking in with you on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, you will have my direct access to my mobile via call and via text, so you could reach out to me anytime you want, and I will be pretty much on your back and call, if you may. And obviously, with this is a relatively specialized type of offering, only for 2 selected members only. So let me know if this is helpful to you in terms of what you're looking for, and in terms of like a monthly cost would be about $19.50 or like about $20 per day on a monthly basis. Rather, on the reserve accounts will be about 50 cents per day. Obviously, depending on your appetite and depends on your preference, right? So let me know if you have specific questions on this one. Obviously, the Centurion member is already sold out. Palladium is something that I am initializing for only the members that are highly interested into accelerating your portfolio, and obviously having more of a hands-on type of engagement with me on triangulating the risk management levels that we will be facing and maneuvering through on a daily basis. So hopefully this is helpful. So let's just go back to the technical analysis now and not waste any time. With respect to recording time of 4:29 p.m. on Eastern time, Ethereum country at $2,427, that's about 5.57% so far. With respect to Ethereum right now, we basically bounced from the identified level of the 2,350, which is the next level of support. Right now, we're basically hovering around the $2,400. But we know that we are basically in levitation mode at the moment. It's either we go back up to the 2,650 or technically a 2,621.76. This is the next level consolidation we get up to, or subsequently to the 2,850, right? So right now it's either we go back down to like the current level of the 2,370 or 2,350, or go down even further to that 2,150, which is the next level of support, right? Right now, it's already really oversold at the 21 out of 70, so it's already extremely oversold. So in terms of dollar cost averaging, despite all the uncertainty and panic, I think it's logical to take the calculated risk that we identify so far, right? And for my Patreon members, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Is with respect to the 30% cash reserve rules that I laid out on the breakdown that we do on a daily basis, twice a day, right? So with respect to Bitcoin right now, it's at 35,000, down about 3.28%, currently hovering above the $35,000 mark. We're basically $200 above it. So right now, already oversold, right? The 20.50 out of 70 is very oversold, right? Is either we go up to the next level of consolidation, which is the 37,500, or we go back down to the 34, which is like 1,000 below from here. And I think I have my probability of risk management. I think we have a better shot of actually reversing than to further go down because of the fact that we're already extremely oversold. So this is not really that logical for us to keep drilling oil. Right now, we are drilling oil. We try to get fossils at the moment to try to find dinosaur bones all over again. So, unless you are an archaeologist, I don't think it makes further sense for us to keep selling down, unless we all collectively just vote that we are all selling on a loss and we just write it off for no particular reason. That would be the only particular reason for us to keep selling down. We are already drilling oil. A lot of people have already sold based on panic and emotional decisions rather than logical decisions. So would you want to be on that side of the coin by selling on a loss just due to fear? I think that's not a logical statement that you want to confirm with yourself, or want to execute by actually, in addition, would you rather have paper loss, which is what you're having right now, or have a confirmed, loss that you really sold and you really gave your money away. I would prefer to just ride it out, hold it out, and eventually a paper loss will be paper gains from there. And that's when you want to execute onto selling and taking profit from there. So respect to Dogecoin, down about 6.55% at the 1328 right now. Right now with the 31 out of 70, so it's not as oversold in comparison to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I would say Bitcoin and Ethereum are extremely attractive at the moment. Dogecoin, I would say not really in comparisons to it. I mean, it's just a relative speaking, right? But right now it's already oversold, so it's either from current level all the way to 12 cents from here. Cardano's at down about 3.28% at the moment, so I would like preferably anywhere from below $1.02 to 92. That would be technically the bottom. Solana is down about 15.2% at the moment. We're below the 100 marks at 95.87. So we know, right, based on our technical analysis, that 155, 133, 113 are the levels. We broke 113, so which is the level that we're leaping down to right now, with the 21 out of 70 at the moment. So either we consolidate at the current level at the 94, which is the level that we've consolidated briefly before, but the real level that we know is the 66. So we might have some room to fall down to, but in terms of is this the logical level for us to fall down to 66, I would say no, and that's why we're kind of recuperating right now. So taking some risk right now is not a terrible idea because we are at a non-substantive consolidated area, but it's a fair level of consolidation because right now it's at 21, and at the same time, there's an outlier on the MACD front. So reversing as the market opens up on Monday, obviously we'd have the two Feds meetings on both Tuesday and Wednesday, but the market is going to look for some reason to rebuy back up the momentum. So I think right now it's not a terrible level to incur risk at. XRP is at 60 cents right now. So it's either we go back down to the 57, which is the next level of consolidation, or go back up to the 69. Right now, we are extremely oversold at 23.32 out of 70, so we know what that means, extremely oversold. So right now is a buying level. Would we go further down? I think the lowest we could get to would be anywhere around like the 52 cents from here. Polkadot is down about 7% as well, the 29 out of 70. So anywhere from current level all the way to the 1640 would be a good level. Do we see $10? I would say probably, not really. I would say that's a really big stretch. I would say like from here, current level all the way to the 1630 would be a good dip for us. ALGORAND is down about basically 10%. Right now it's absolutely just a bloodbath. This is there's no ending to this at the moment. I think the technical bottom right now, based on just when people bought up, this is basically a psychological exercise rather than a fundamental exercise. That 80 cents is the level that we have got down to, so that shows us a level of resistance or support from there. With the 27 out of 70, would I be buying now? I think Algorand, I'll probably stay away because of the fact that there's no bottoms at the moment that were formed historically. So this is a new territory. And whenever you see a new territory, that's when I would typically stay away. So I do not like Algorand at the moment. But if you believe in this long term, I would say anywhere from current level all the way to the 79.79 would be a good level. Shiba Inu is down about 10% right now. Again, right, the risk management level is basically speaking the truth, anywhere from low 2000s to 1400 to 900 from here with the 25 out of 70, so very oversold. So those are the levels I would use our methodology, the 30% cash reserve rules that we've identified so far to dollar cost average from here. MACD is down about 10%. Again, this is whale manipulations completely showing off in the chart right now. With the 29 of 70, so I would prefer definitely buying anywhere from 143 to 120 from there. I think 69 is a big stretch because of the fact that when we got there, we basically was below 20 on an RSI scale, and I think that's not the most logical level for us to get down to. Obviously, we sold off completely and immediately got bought up, so that was definitely a pump and dump type of scheme here. So I would be more extra worried because of this fishy activity. AVAX down about close to 9% at the moment. I like anywhere from the 62 to 52 to 45 from here. Yeah, 45 around there. I would start incurring risk anywhere from 60 to 50, to be honest with you. I think this is not a terrible idea because of the consolidated level that we've had prior. Luna was the final one. We are basically at the comfortable consolidated level at the 62, right? But real level I would like to be buying is the 52 to 45 from here, knowing the fact that we're still relatively on the upper echelon of oversold. So 30 out of 70, not as attractive in comparisons to obviously Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are in the low 20s from here. And with respect to risk management level, these are levels I identified so far. And let me know if you have specific questions. And hopefully, this volatility will subside over time. And I do think it will be, because technicals never lies, right? We know that we are basically drilling oil, trying to find fossils at the moment, or find oil. And eventually, this is going to rebound. And I think the rebound is going to be relatively sharp. But obviously, we are in a relatively messy market at the moment. So try to stay mentally sane by staying within the quantitative logical frame of reference that we identify so far and not make emotional decisions. Okay? So have a great Saturday. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and take care. Bye.